Yo, 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 what is up for the next episode of Monday with Molly? Ooh, only one more Monday, Molly, after this. Two more Flip Your 20s. And that's 2020, my friends. All right, as per usual, if these videos are helping you, please like, share, subscribe. It's the whole reason we're doing them in the first place. To help you, to help me, continuously grow and evolve and live our best lives. So today's topic is called Never Give Up. Never give up. And this idea came to me after the Buffalo Bills clinched the AFC East championship over the weekend, and it's the first time they've done that in 25 years. Yep. 1995. So we had the Super Bowls 90 to 93. 95 was the last AFC East championship, and then a 25-year drought. 17 of those 25 years without playoffs. Then we got in the playoffs, but haven't had a playoff win. I can't remember if we did recently or not. Anyway, big deal here in Buffalo. So that got me thinking. This is not a football video, FYI. But it got me thinking about a couple of things and how never give up comes into play in our lives. So, so many things. Okay, so what a lot of people are doing here in Buffalo is they're posting pictures of what they looked like or how old they were in 1995. So you might have someone who's, 30, and they're posting a picture of like their kindergarten picture, right? Or a friend of mine posts his picture with his family's like, last time they went, I had a full head of hair, right? So those sorts of things. Or someone's like, I was an infant, whatever. And it got me thinking, 1995, that was my senior year of college. But I got thinking even a little bit more like when the Bills were at the pinnacle, like the Super Bowl days, 90 to 93. And I started to think about those years of my life as I was looking on Twitter today and watching the crowd receive the team back at the airport. And surprisingly, looking at all those Twitter videos of the crowd, I started crying. And like a pretty good cry. And I was like, and I am emotional around sports, but I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know what the connection is. But then I started thinking about the Super Bowl days. And where I was during those years was I had just run away from home, and I was living with my abuser for the first 3 Super Bowls. So I think for me, it brought a surge of memories back, not great memories, and God, I remember that so vividly. Which leads me into the never give up. Because there were times back then when the Bills were good that I really wanted to give up on everything, on myself, on life, all of it. And I look now, I can go 25, 30 years, because they went their first Super Bowl in 1990, so 30 years ago. And I can really reflect, and I think that's why I was crying this morning, was thank God I didn't give up. Thank God I never gave up. Because my life is so wonderful and joyful and full of all purpose and passion. Thank God I didn't. I could have. I wanted to plenty of times. But there's a grit and a resiliency, I think, also living in Buffalo and never having a championship and the 4 losses, and we go out with the Sabres and the guy's foot was in the crease. It should have been no goal. But we just keep showing up. And there's hope every year. And again, how does that relate to my life, to your life, the never give up? Going to counseling. I wanted to give up many times. It was painful. After 20 years of keeping everything suppressed, letting it all out, and it's like, all the dust started to get scattered after it was settled for 20 years. That was hard. I'm glad I never gave up on that either, because it has allowed me to take my biggest shame and turn it into my greatest gift to do what I do as a speaker and an author. And I think I know that's why I was so emotional this morning, because there's all this reflection of where were you then? What was going on then? But it comes back to you also, as all these videos do. Where were times in your life in the past, because we want to use past successes as motivation and momentum to keep moving forward for the next challenge. When was a time that you wanted to give up on something, but you didn't? You kept showing up day after month after year after decade. And look at you now. You're where you are now because of that. Maybe you're in a situation now where you want to give up on something, or something just too annoying, too frustrating, probably in 2020. I imagine that's a reality for many of us. But what if it's like for school? What if instead of like getting so mad at remote or hybrid learning, because it's exhausting, it's not the same, I get it. What if you choose to finish the semester strong? What if you don't give up on yourself and your education and the growth and the learning? So when you look back in a year, you can think, oh my God, remember the remote learning? Thank God I didn't give up. Maybe for you, maybe it's a relationship, right? Maybe in the past or now. You did all the work, you kept showing up, you tried to reconcile, and then you did. And maybe it was like, oh, I'm so glad we worked so hard to keep this relationship together. Or maybe the opposite is true. We worked so hard, we went to counseling, we went to a marriage counselor, we tried mediation, and you know what? The relationship was done. So we went our separate ways, but that was for the better. But you didn't give up on putting the effort in, and then eventually, yep, the relationship is done, or the divorce. Okay. That's all right. But you kept showing up until that decision was able to be made. Again, I've mentioned this probably in so many videos this year. When it comes to your personal health, physical, mental, emotional, the consistency that is required to stay fit and healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the ways, it requires wicked consistency. And there are a lot of times that it's easy to give up, to not go to the workout, to just eat the junk food instead of the healthy food. And please, eat the cookies, eat the Christmas cookies. I get it. I'm not saying don't have junk food ever, but I'm saying the majority of the time, eat healthy. But sometimes you want to give up on that because it's like, oh, again, I got to go for the walk or the workout or, do the meditation. But you never give up on it because your health is your greatest wealth. We can't give up on that. I mean, you can. I hope you don't give up on that. It's the commitment to show up knowing that it's going to be hard, but always having hope. And that comes back to Bills fans. Look, I'm not a diehard anymore. Trust me, in the day I used to be, they lose on a Sunday, Monday don't even talk to me. But I love when they win for the city, for all of Western New York, for one of my best girlfriends who lives and dies them. I text her on game days like, I'm so happy for you that they won. Because she's so vested, and I love that as she is. She's passionate, and she puts all her energy in, so that payoff now. But she's not just riding the bandwagon. Man, she was in there for the worst of the worst. But like those Bills fans, who other people might think we're nuts, and we don't care. You have hope. You believe. You believe, B-I-L-L, believe, right? There's a hope. You know that, because we know what the good days were like. So we keep showing up. We never give up. You never give up. That's why right now the city is like jacked up, even though nobody's hanging out with each other and the bars are closed. I think the bars are closed. And we can't go to the games. But internally and in ourselves, we can be like, celebrate. Oh my gosh, finally 25 years later. But I love being from a city where look, it'd be great to have all the championships. Don't get me wrong. But to know that you have to keep pulling yourself up and keep pulling yourself up, and you're the underdog and you get like smashed down and knocked down. Same for you in your life. I'm just giving you a football analogy at the same time. But for you, how many times have people underestimated you? But you kept getting up, you're like, watch me. Or you gave your best and it wasn't that great. Or sometimes you just didn't have your best. But you kept showing up over and over. You never gave up. And then eventually You get the grade, you get the degree, you get the job, you have the relationship, you have the health, you have financial freedom, whatever it is for you. Peace, you have joy, you have passion. Man, you can receive and earn and work for all those things if you choose to never give up. And please reflect on where you've been. Please reflect on where you've been, because that gives you a perspective to appreciate the current moment or the win or whatever it is that you're going for. You can appreciate it even more because you've achieved other things, because you've overcome the worst and some really tough things, but you're still here, and you're here now, and you're living your life. And this is your time to win, and your time to shine in your own way, and whatever that means for you. And that is a beautiful, beautiful gift. And just like the Bills, we'll call that winning. Woo! I get fired up. I hope this helps you. Please share, like, subscribe. If this will help anyone, please pass it along. I look forward to seeing you at the end of the week, which will be Christmas, for the next Flip Your 20 Friday. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.